for my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Why did I choose to swim in mayonnaise? Then suddenly I felt a tug as Drac desperately clutched onto my bag and pulled me back with adrenaline-filled force.
Are you serious? The next one we're gonna check out. Yeah, sometimes this, YouTube be acting crunchy too. Let's move this down. This is kind of like behind the scenes of what it's like when I'm trying to do reacts and I'm moving things around. All right, so this is Please Don't Climb This Dangerous Mountain. This is by TheAMaazing. I'm guessing, just guessing, that he probably has been doing some mountain climbing lately, and he was saying, hey, don't climb this particular dangerous mountain. So we're gonna see what's in store. Okay. My self-esteem would drop to a 0. Mine would too. For the dating video. Let me see if this works now. I just want to make sure. Okay, let me remove this from the list really quick. A little behind the scenes. Oh, goodness, this thing be acting crunchy right now. Okay. Oop.
Yeah.
And it's gone. You know what? Forget you. All right. Like I said, please don't climb this dangerous mountain. Let's check it out. Okay.
Finally, after 8 hours spent climbing this mountain, I've made it. I wonder what's up here.
That's good. That is. Oh my gosh.
My name is Maz, and I regret going on a massive full-day hike up a mountain. Oh,
yikes.
And this video is sponsored by a Curiosity Stream. More on that later.
Not him pulling it. Oh.
Let me cook up the scene.
The sounds, though, bruh. The sounds when he crashed. I was like, oh, he just died. For
you. This took place with my friend group, the Bananas and Coconuts. I've talked about them before. They're my friends who are yellow and brown on the outside, but white on the inside.
Oh, okay.
See?
Okay, I got you.
Now, after a tough year of med school, we decided the best way to celebrate our
so it's
slowly
like med
deteriorating
school
mental
friends.
state would
That's
be to go on a
cool.
road trip from the very top of New Zealand all the way to the bottom. Why, you ask? Because New Zealand is just beautiful.
Yeah, I heard it's like
drive
lush
around
greenery.
Every 10 minutes, you would find an absolutely picturesque spot to hang around. Natural hot springs? Yes. Beautiful forests?
I want to go to New
Yes,
Zealand.
sir. Sheep? Yes. Yes, there are sheep.
Apparently there's like a lot of sheep.
Many. Please help, they're overrunning the country. During
Oh my
this trip,
goodness.
we
You saw
spontaneously
that?
decided to take
Hold on, did you see that swole sheep? One sheep was swole, okay? What he eat?
8-hour hike called the Tongariro Alpine Crossing. And by we, I mean Jafina. Just Jafina. She was the athletic explorer of the group, having conquered many a trek and even had her own custom gear, like a tube that connected the water bottle inside her bag into her mouth, so that she
one of those
can
tubes.
sip. Jafina was very much
He didn't
want to
say suck.
He
didn't want to say suck.
Because early on this trip, we climbed up a small mountain that was super short, took only 30 minutes, barely an inconvenience. But that still had me like... And yet, somehow after that, when Jafina brought up the idea for the 8-hour treacherous mountain hike later on the trip, I was like, yeah, sounds great. And as we were preparing for this new pit stop in our New Zealand adventure, there was a distinct moment that I knew it was all over for me. And that
8 hours
was
is a long
very
time.
start.
Yeah, at the very start for sure.
But thankfully, within the group, we had people like Kay, the responsible elder brother character who actually wanted us to, you know, not die.
Good job.
What are you, a doctor?
Yeah.
This guy.
I like the flinch or the kick because, you know, they are doctors. They are in med school for sure.
Kay was so responsible. He was like stocking up on high-calorie foods for our hike and generally kept a lookout for us to make sure that we survived the trip.
That's so sweet.
What a nice guy.
That is nice.
However, he was also obsessed with the Irukandji jellyfish for a year. So I don't know. You win some, you lose some. You gotta love the contrast of such forward-thinking future doctor behavior with me, who had prepared for the full-day mountain climb dressed up in my pajamas, pants taped to my shoes, and a towel wrapped around my shoulder.
You're lying.
Ready. Nothing can stop us now.
You're lying. No, I'm going home.
I have a towel.
It started raining? No, I'm going.
Why am I doing this 8-hour hike again?
I'm not doing no 8-hour hike. Look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. I had never gone on a huge trek like this, and I was clearly unprepared for this. But you know what they say? When you hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up.
They do say that.
Whoever made that can shove it, because I don't think this is what they meant. So as if the pouring rain wasn't bad enough before we started on our climb, it also made the pathway.
I want to ask the chat, would you... Hi, Ayana. Would you, 8-hour trek, you like, hey, I want a mountain climb, right? Which I'm for hiking. I love hiking. I've hiked a couple of times before. When we went to LA, we hiked up to see the Hollywood sign, right? And I would do that again. There are a lot of things I would do differently about that, but I would do that again. And I think I streamed from my phone, like most of the way up, if not all of the way up. But that's neither here nor there. 8 hours? No. 8 hours? An 8-hour trek? No. That's a whole day. That's a whole day. Okay. I know it's 24 hours in a day, but 8 hours is the most attentive you will be. 8 hours in the day? No, yeah, I'm going home. And it started raining at the beginning. That is a sign. That is a sign. God said not today. Okay. When he sent that rain, it was a passive way to say boo boops.
Yeah.
Go get yourself a Starbucks coffee. Don't do this right now. Don't do this right now. It would be fun if you camp and stuff. No, I'm not a camper. We don't really do that, boo. Not really a camper. I do purposely ignore spamming. I do want to say that for those who are doing it. I see it and I ignore it. So it's not going to get my attention. I'm not going to say anything because you are spamming.
Super slippery. So we had to go slower to make sure we didn't fall off the mountain.
So it takes longer?
The actual steps were so high. Like I legit had to bring the entirety of my leg up and over for just one
you have
step.
to be this high to climb this mountain.
We're getting the workout they had never even dreamed of having.
Wow.
And I was just like,
oh goodness.
And it kept getting steeper. So in order to make it past the giant steps with my rapidly declining stamina, I had to press down on my thigh with my full upper body strength. Multiply this behavior for the entire climb, and what does that equal?
For 8 hours?
Arthritis. Because by forcing my weight down on my legs, even if it was to go up, I was essentially grinding my knees down and permanently damaging it in the process.
Yikes.
Oh no, I need those. Get it? Wait,
I'm sorry.
Oh. But that was nothing compared to what my friend Drac had to go through. Because this guy is one of my true homies, a brother in arms, and a massive simp. A day before the trip, I had ripped a giant hole in my pants and was flaunting some cake to the world. I already made a video on this, so go watch that. So what does Drac, my boy, do for support?
What?
He rips his pants during the hike. Not on purpose, of course. But aside from that,
not on purpose,
he also legitimately saved my life during the climb.
Really?
As we got
what
further
happened?
up the slippery mountain, the pathway was coated in ice and got more narrow by the second.
I feel like God was already telling them not to climb this mountain before he did it. So when he's like, please don't climb this dangerous mountain, he should change the video to God try to tell me not to climb this mountain. Because hey Ash, it was raining. First off, you told me it was 8 hours. That's a no. Secondly, you get there, it's raining. That's a no. You're climbing, it's really steep, where you're like essentially like taking your legs, extending it to for most of, not even, he said the entirety of it. Like when it starts to get steep, it just gets more and more steep. That's a no. And then there's ice. I ain't falling to break, man. I would fall. Like I trip. Well, I've said this in many videos. I trip every single, not an overgeneralization. I'm not just saying it just to be cool. I literally trip every single day. Every single day I trip. And so I would trip down this mountain and that would be the end of it. I would stream going up and then you would just see the phone go, you know those videos when someone throws their phone in the air and then you just like see a little yellow ear just like fall off the mountain. Okay. That's what would happen. That's what would happen. I would plummet to my death. The way you said that made me laugh, but that's not funny, okay? That's Christine's so quirky, she trips. Yes, I trip every single day. Every day. Could never be me. Nope, couldn't be me neither. Are you leaving, Ash? I just wanted to show love. Okay, thanks for coming through. Good night. Yeah, I couldn't do this. I could not.
on for us to hold on to. But unfortunately, as I was rounding the corner, my lack of knees came back to haunt me, as I didn't raise my leg high enough to clear a rock, and I tripped towards the edge.
Oh no.
And as I slowly stumbled, I realized that this is it.
Oh no.
It's all over. My life is flashing before my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Why did I choose to swim in mayonnaise? Then suddenly I felt a tug as Drac desperately clutched onto my bag and pulled me back with adrenaline-filled force.
Are you
snapping
serious?
Me back to reality.
Okay. If he don't go back down the mountain after this, then what are you doing? What are you doing? I love you, Maz. I do, boo. But God was trying to tell you not to go up there. Not the play button, right? You saw the YouTube play button down there.
Drac, why are you grabbing my cheeks? But the climb kept going. The path kept leading up and up.
It's
honestly,
raining
the
again?
non-stop trekking with the rain beating down on us was pretty demoralizing.
I'm done.
Why am I doing this 8-hour hike again?
She good.
However, with that
my
being said,
gosh.
3/4 up the mountain, the land suddenly leveled out, and instead of the narrow pathway that we were used to, we encountered a giant expanse of land with heavy fog surrounding us.
Heavy
and I'll
fog?
give credit where it's due. This was legitimately one of the coolest parts to this entire trek. Like, we've been transported to another mystical world or apocalyptic wasteland. The bananas and coconuts were huddled in the middle of the mist, with a barely visible signpost leading our way. It honestly did feel like there was going to be a demon soul boss around the corner. Dad? Hey, yo, guys, turn back. We went the wrong way. However, that didn't mean it was any easier to keep going with the hike, since we still hadn't reached the peak. And as soon as the plateau was over, it was back to climbing straight up. And it was at this point that Jafina mentioned that she was worried about me, because I was absolutely croaking, like...
Good. At this
and it
point?
wasn't just me either. I think the air thinning out as we got higher and higher, along with the steep pathway, was starting to affect Tato as well, the lovable diva of the group and the potato queen.
Oh, look at her.
Actually, with her croaking just like me, I guess she's more like mashed potatoes.
No, baby. No.
But in reality, she is a huge tsundere. Somebody who actually deeply cares about her friends. So she eventually gave Drac some duct tape to help fix his pants, which only really lasted for like 10 minutes.
Oh, yes. That's funny.
I mean, oh no, God.
Oh, he didn't want to be alone.
But you know what's worse than going up the mountain? Somehow going down. Because hey, remember when I say it was an 8-hour hike?
It's rough going down.
Apparently the actual mountain portion takes 3 hours, and the remaining 5 hours is the entire slow descent down. Why did I do this 8-hour?
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Someone get him some life support. He needs it. That stuff is real. I will only do this if I get a parachute and can jump off. Other than that, I'm not going up there. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. And it took 3 hours to go up and 5 to go down. No, boo. I could not. I could not. And I like hiking. The minute you tell me this is 8, I could do at max 2 hours. 2 hours is my max. And that's like total. That's up and down. 2 hours max. That's what I could do. Maybe 3 hours, right? But I ain't doing it for no whole working shift. You was working for free. You was working for free. Nearly dying for free. Okay? And maybe you had to pay if it's at a state park and you had to pay like $2 to get in or whatever the state park, whatever it is, a national park, whatever that price is, right? You paying and working for free for 8 hours. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. People ain't scared of nothing but some fun. I can't, Sebastian. I cannot with you. I cannot, Sebastian. I cannot. Okay. I feel like this mountain is Mount Everest because there's every hazard imaginable. Where is Mount Everest? Where is Mount Everest?
Yeah.
That I do not know. Yes, I read that ish. Ninja, I was gonna say something else. I should have some tea. Oh, Himalayas. Okay, so it's not. But I was like, you know, I was thinking I was like, is it what mountain's it? I guess he would say where. Well, he may or may not say which one it is, but he did say that this was in New Zealand, so we could possibly gather that information.
A hike. Apparently, this was strategically done so that you climb the mountain when you have the most stamina and do the remainder of the downhill climb when you're like fizzling out.
But if you're fizzling on the way up,
it still didn't help us. The slow, shallow descent downwards was using our leg muscles the entire way, and it was just pure agony. By this point, I didn't even have enough knee for this, so I was just like Jello, wobbling down the pathway like in Harry Potter. Now we're 5 hours into our trip, and the bananas and coconuts had gone from snacking and chatting away throughout the trip to completely radio silent, trying to conserve as much energy as we possibly could. And we were just focused on completing this hike as quickly as possible.
Look at that.
And the one who had just about had enough was Sai. He was the sarcastic memester of the group, you know, the party animal, the mad lad, and he was absolutely done with this hike. He was speeding along, walking at such a consistent rate and chugging along, almost like.
Excuse me.
Wait, Sai, don't do it! Sai was so checked out that he
was that Thomas?
Warned all of us to stay out of his way. He had built some speed and momentum, and he didn't care if we were in front of him. Nothing was going to derail him. And whilst it may have been a bit excessive, it was also very relatable, because I was also just walking on autopilot.
He's like, I gotta do it too.
The silent push forward kept going until the very end of the hike, where a van was thankfully waiting for us.
Oh, that's good.
Was this the end?
It better be.
We made sure to stretch our muscles so we didn't straight up die the next day. Got into this
They're all
van
doctors, so
traveled
they
back
know.
in silence.
Oh, I'd be out.
Finally.
I'd be out.
It was over.
Did you see that?
All right, take us home, driver man.
So
after detailing all of our grueling struggles, the obstacles, the difficulties we experienced, you may be asking, just like I did, Maz, why did you go on an 8-hour hike?
Why did you go? Yes.
Well, there is one thing I didn't mention. Before we reached the top of the mountain, the rain had mysteriously stopped, and the clouds had parted for but a single moment, beckoning us to keep going. And when we finally reached the summit, we peeked over the edge, only to see this absolutely breathtaking sight in front of us. The mountain ranges, the sheer height, the emerald lake below us. It was all so picturesque.
I'll just take a picture.
I can't even describe it with words.
I would just take a picture.
That's when I realized that I didn't care about why I climbed up this mountain. Didn't really care about my knees either. What I really treasured was my experience that I had with my close friends.
Aww.
It was never the goal to get from destination A to B, because what made this hike worthwhile for me was the journey that the bananas and coconuts had endured together.
It's the experience.
So whilst I may not have enjoyed the hike itself, the friendship, banter, adversity, just the small moments, all of it culminated in some of my fondest memories yet.
You're definitely
one that
bonding,
I still
for
look
sure.
back on with such intense nostalgia. And I couldn't imagine doing this trip with anybody else. And I know I haven't been the best at reaching out.
You see that picture in the back?
But if you are watching this, please know that I miss you guys a lot. And I genuinely hope that you're all doing well.
Oh, are we going to see like video of them? Oh. Oh, this is from the hike? Okay, well. Oh, this is so nice. This is really cool. This makes me miss going places, bruh. Do you guys feel it in your heart? Yeah, the power of friendship. Hold on, let me turn the music down though a little bit, because that music was loud. Oh, okay. Some close shots. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. Oh. You said my feet hurt though.
Up there.
Aww.
And while
Oh, okay.
I'm feeling nostalgic about my friends. I want to take a moment to thank the...
Okay, make sure you check out the video for the sponsor. You know, he worked for that money. Let him get his monies. That was such a cute, like, sweet ending to the video with having the clips of him and his friends, and it makes me miss, like, IRL-ness, bruh. I miss going to places and seeing friends and just having a fun time and just enjoying people. And yeah, this music makes me feel so nice. It does, right? It makes you feel like, you know, there's nostalgia for missing people. I do miss conventions, like going to see my friends and just hanging out and having fun. You know, I definitely miss it, and I wish that I wish we could do that now, but you know, the world is burning. And it seems to be continuous, the burning. This type of stuff that gets you teary-eyed. I can see that. I completely see that. I can completely see that because it tugs at your heartstrings, you know? And like somebody said, the power of friendship, like being with these friends and like reminiscing on this. I will say, with that being said, I still would not do an 8-hour mountain trek. I'm not gonna do that. Bye, Ayana. Thanks for coming through. Yeah. I wouldn't do an 8-hour mountain trek for sure. I would do 2 hours, right? Christine said, "Where's my hot girl summer?" Right? I said on Twitter, I'm trying to look less like I paint houses as a hobby. Okay, I'm trying to fix that. Okay, and I do miss people. I miss going places, and I still would love to have that experience that you can reflect and have this moment with your friends and just be and just have fun and just fills my heart with joy. I really love the idea of it. I just would not do it over an 8-hour trek up the mountain. Can we do the 3-hour mountain? Can we do the 2-hour mountain? Okay. Can we skip the mountains and just walk around these lakes? I mean, I'm good for that. Let's do other things. Let's do other things. Yeah. You really not mess with that. Not for 8 hours. Nope. Not for 8 hours. Listen, I've been to sand dunes and that hurt my legs, but it was super fun being there. Maybe I'll do a sand dune. Yeah. I've never it's just like essentially sand hills, right? So maybe I'll do that. I don't know if I would 8-hour trek. Y'all ain't gonna see me. You said I'll take the 5-minute mountain. You'll take the 5 minute. I'm gonna have to call them on FaceTime. I mean, I don't fault you. I don't. But yeah, let's see what else we have.